Daima is canon to Super because, wait, does this even sound right? I mean, it makes sense in my head, but it's hard to visualize what I'm saying. I need to see it, not just hear it. Wait, I can actually do that now. Let me show you something. Your podcast or video tells incredible stories, but what if your audience could see what you're saying? 𝗕𝗏𝗡's AI tools can turn your words into stunning, immense videos automatically. This isn't just a static waveform, this is storytelling leveled up. Great visuals don't replace storytelling, they enhance it. Suspenseful podcasts become gripping with dark atmospheric energy. Historical takes feel alive with dynamic reenactments. And guess what? You don't need to edit for hours to make it happen. Let's be real. Turning a podcast or script into a compelling video is not easy. Maybe you don't have editing skills. Maybe it takes forever to find the right footage. Or maybe, like me, you just need a quick way to see what you're saying. This is where 𝗕𝗏𝗡's AI tools come in. Watch this. I drop my audio in and 𝗕𝗏𝗡 instantly analyzes the tone, adds the right visuals, smooth transitions, animations, and even perfectly synced subtitles without me lifting a finger. Need different styles? No problem. Choose 10 unique visual themes that match your story's mood. And if you're feeling short form content, 𝗕𝗏𝗡 automatically pulls the best moments and creates highlight clips for social media. It's storytelling, but effortless. Now that is how you take your story from ears to eyes in just minutes. If you want to try it out for yourself, download 𝗕𝗏𝗡 using my link below and start transforming your content today. Seriously, why struggle when you can let AI do the work? Upgrade your storytelling. Download 𝗕𝗏𝗡. The Granola arc is arguably the most controversial Dragon Ball Super storyline to date. I've only ever seen two kind of comments about it. Either they love it, and mainly because of 𝗕𝗥𝗔𝗚𝗎 Vegeta and Black Frieza, or they hate it because of the Bardock retcon, among other things. What was pretty exciting though at the time of its reveal was the premonition that the Oracle Fish gave about the strongest warrior who will soon rise up. Originally, Goku and Vegeta thought this prophecy to be fulfilled by one of them, seeing as no one else in the universe at the time would be stronger than them. At least that's what they initially thought. What's interesting about this is it suggests that Goku as well as Vegeta have surpassed full power Super Saiyan Broly from the Broly movie, someone that needed a fusion level increase in order to deal with. Whis on the other hand suggests it's possible that it's neither of them. Though he can't think of anyone else that's stronger, he still says the universe is vast and who knows when another powerful entity will appear. This prompts the Saiyans to further advance their training in the techniques of the gods. Vegeta embarks on his journey toward the root of a destroyer god while Goku aims to better hone the abilities of the angels. If at this point in the story you were to ask who was the strongest warrior in the universe, the answer would be Goku. With the power to tap into Ultra Instinct, he would far outclass Vegeta's Blue Evolution. Even with just Ultra Instinct Omen, he'd still secure the win. Something important to note before we move on is Beerus is not considered in this prediction. The Oracle Fish says the strongest warrior in the universe, which either means whoever this character is surpasses Beerus or Beerus isn't considered a warrior. The word warrior has several different meanings, but it's generally considered as a soldier or guardian who's typically clan-based and specializes in combat. Beerus is a super fighter in the Dragon Ball universe, and to get this strong, I would imagine that he would have to have been quite the relentless warrior back in the day. Now, most of the time he's sleeping or eating, not the most warrior-like customs. He destroys things here and there, but that's about it. So I think it makes more sense he's not being considered a warrior in this context, since especially in the manga, Beerus still stands atop of the hierarchy. The fish also says will soon rise up, meaning that this person currently isn't present in the story as the strongest, but will be. This would instantly rule out Goku and Vegeta, at least at this current point, being the strongest warrior. It's moments after this that Granola makes a wish on the Cerulean Dragon Balls to become the strongest warrior in the universe. The dragon reiterates his wish and corrects it a bit, saying you wish to become the most powerful life form or part of the gods themselves. This response from the dragon echoes what I said earlier about Beerus not being included as a warrior. Regardless, he agrees and the wish is granted. Given the name of the chapter being Universe's Greatest Warrior and the parallel between the conversation with the fish and Granola making his wish, signs do point to him being the one. However, Monaito makes a similar point to what we said earlier. Even though Granola was the strongest today, there's no telling what tomorrow will bring. Goku, Vegeta, and Granola engage in an all-out battle for that very title. It's clear in the beginning of this scuffle, Granola is indeed stronger than both of them. That is to say, in the beginning. Vegeta is able to easily decipher that Granola just obtained this insane amount of power. With no training or discipline, Vegeta is able to still keep up with him and even remarks about how he's not guaranteed victory just because he's stronger. Vegeta throughout the fight had been growing stronger, and when he unlocked 𝗕𝗥𝗔𝗚𝗎, he was able to surpass Granola, making him the strongest warrior in that moment. Though Granola had such great strength, he didn't obtain it in a way a warrior would, through his blood, sweat, and tears. He simply wished for it. His lack of pursuit, I would say, makes him ineligible for the title. Not only that, but the Oracle Fish said the strongest warrior would soon rise up. At the time he was saying this, Granola had already made his wish. If it were him who the fish was talking about, he wouldn't have said soon, but it would have been that exact day. So if not Granola, was it Vegeta? He would fit the qualifications of being a warrior, and prior to this he wasn't the strongest. Well, I don't think so for a few reasons. One of the major ones being that he's caught in a power struggle with Granola. It's revealed later that he can also adapt during the heat of battle as well, overpowering Vegeta and solidifying his spot as the strongest. That is, until Goku appears. Against Vegeta's wishes, Goku intervenes and saves him just in the nick of time. When he does, he tells Granola that his vital targeting technique won't work anymore. Even though that's true, however, Goku still hadn't yet surpassed Granola. When Gas arrives, it's clear that he's much stronger than all three of them. Despite Granola's new red eye form, he's unable to damage Gas. That is, until he starts adapting. Since Gas is also unexperienced with his new power that he wished for, Granola is able to take advantage of this like Vegeta did to him earlier. Because of this, I would say he is also unqualified for being the strongest warrior the Oracle Fish was referring to. Though I will say for him, his case is a bit better than the others. Since his wish was to continue to be the strongest in the universe as time went on, he would be the one who held the title the longest. Goku, Vegeta, and Granola continue to grow in strength against him, and despite how strong they become, Gas still overcomes them. That is, until Frieza appears. With his new black form, Frieza is able to easily one-shot Goku, Vegeta, and Gas, the three strongest people in the universe at this current point in the story. So, was Black Frieza the strongest warrior? Well, it's certainly possible. He still is arguably the strongest person we've seen in the Dragon Ball universe, outside of the gods and the angels. Although, I'm not sure Frieza would fit the definition of warrior either. Though it's true he did train to become as strong as he is now, just training your body doesn't make you a warrior. Frieza has also been fixated on being the ruler of the universe and takes little to no pride in combat. In fact, most of the time he has his subordinates doing the dirty work for him, or he fights pretty underhandedly. You see him say many times how he hates that the Saiyans pushed him to have to get as strong as he is. I also don't think Frieza fits the requirements for the Oracle Fish's prophecy either. Firstly, when the prediction was made, it's unclear if Frieza was actually in the universe at the time. Not too long after the fish had made his premonition, Goku and Vegeta were told about it, so it's a good chance he wasn't. Secondly, the will rise up part of this prophecy isn't fulfilled here with Frieza. Rise up can have multiple meanings, which include to stand up to rebel, or to respond to a challenge. None of these really fit Frieza's arrival though. There wasn't a challenge he was met with, as he easily defeated Goku, Vegeta, and Gas, and he never had to show up there either. He was just tired of 𝗕𝗥𝗔𝗟𝗟 and decided that he was going to deal with him now. And to top it off, when Goku asked Whis if he was the strongest warrior the fish was talking about, Whis says, perhaps, or maybe the strongest warrior emerged somewhere else in our universe. In the beginning, when Goku asked Whis, he seemed unsure, but now it's implied it actually wasn't Frieza, but another. Which leaves you scratching your head thinking who Whis could be talking about. A warrior from our universe who will soon rise up and respond to a challenge, which in turn will make him the strongest? You know? Sounds a lot like Gohan. During the ROF arc, it was clear that his days of slacking off really caught up to him. After Piccolo's death, it was clear to him that he couldn't put the weight of the world on just Goku and Vegeta anymore. And yes, Piccolo actually died in the Dragon Ball Super version of Resurrection of Frieza. I don't want to talk about it. He stated he wanted to continue his training, and he had been training since, all the way up until the Tournament of Power. Another fact people don't know. In the Dragon Ball Superhero arc, it's clear that he still kept up his training as well. Gamma 1 and 2 were stated to be equal to Goku and Vegeta by Piccolo, and the last time Piccolo seen either of them was during the Moro arc. In this arc, it was clear Goku and Vegeta were much stronger than Gohan, so for him to dominate Gamma 1 like he did in his ultimate form shows that he didn't slack and kept improving. The true mark of a warrior. When his back was against the wall in his battle with Cell Max, he needed to rise up, and he did in a shocking display of power in the form of Gohan Beast. A form so powerful it could fight Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, who doesn't suffer from any stamina drawbacks, and knock him out of the form completely in the latest manga chapter. Son Gohan, the strongest warrior. At least for now. There's another person who I think is worthy of mentioning, and that's Broly. Currently, he's being trained by Goku and Vegeta to better control his powers. In the recent all-out brawl, Broly mastered his Super Saiyan transformation, and I love this for his character. As he grows in strength, it's very possible that he'll be as strong as the other Saiyans, like he was in the past. Broly may arguably be the Saiyan with the most potential. Think about it. He's literally just a Super Saiyan, and he's able to swap hands with gods and whatever Gohan Beast is. The thing is though, he's not stronger than the gang yet, so as a result, he can't be considered the strongest warrior. You could argue though, at one point in 2018 he was, but that's since changed. Still though, good chance in the future he's very formidable. But what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, Majin Birds. For everyone who have made it to the end of the video and walked with me on this journey, I thank you. You're an irreplaceable fan that I'd like to be a part of the main Majin Bird family, and I implore you to join the Dragon Ball HQ Discord server in the description. Here I'd like to garner a core fan base of Dragon Ball fans where we can celebrate and discuss the miracle that is Dragon Ball. Thank you.